Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today we're going to be setting up a new aquarium down here in the fish room. It is a 10-gallon aquarium and it is going to be going right under my 125-gallon tank. And this 10-gallon is going to be a bait tank. We're going to get a big school of common guppies. We're going to breed them in this tank. Then it's also going to be a plant grow-out tank. We're going to get a bunch of live plants to go in this tank. And then eventually when they grow and get big, we'll be able to divide them and put them in my other tanks if we want to. And then also I have mentioned a couple times that I think I want to get a crawfish to live in this tank as well, just to kind of be like the overseer and the boss of the tank. He'll clean up and eat any guppies that might randomly die, any leftover food in the tank. I think I definitely do want to get a crawfish for this tank, so let me know what color you think I should get. I'm thinking either blue or white, but I would also be okay with red, so let me know what color crawfish you want to see. And I'm going to keep an eye out for some crawfish today at the stores, but if I don't find one, we'll just have to do that in a future video. But yeah, as for the tank itself, we have almost everything we need. We have the tank, the lid, the light. We've got some cool looking rocks we can use in there. I think I'm also going to take this piece of driftwood out of the turtle tank and we'll use that in this bait tank. But then we do need to go out and get a filter for this tank. We also need to get some substrate. For this bait tank, I want to use this same kind of substrate that I have in this 10-gallon, like this natural colored gravel. Then I'm also going to keep an eye out for some live plants we can pick up just to get this tank started. And I think that's everything. So with all that being said, I will see you at the pet store. Alright guys, so I'm here at PetSmart in the filter aisle and I was just about to get one of these. I have a bunch of these that work pretty good. Then I looked up a little bit and saw this, and this is also by Topfin. It's the same company, but this looks new. I've never seen this before. It's like a way higher quality looking filter, and the reason I think I'm gonna get it is because of this sponge right here. This will keep any baby guppies from getting sucked up into the filter, so I'm definitely gonna pick this one up. Alright guys, I actually just got done inside of PetSmart, and other than that cool looking filter, I also got a 25-pound bag of kind of small natural colored gravel. We won't need anywhere near all of this, but the 25-pound bag is like the only size they had for the gravel I wanted. So we're gonna get all this stuff home and start setting up our tank. Alrighty guys, we are back from PetSmart. Once again, got our gravel and filter. I did not see any live plants at PetSmart that I liked, so we'll just pick those up whenever we go to a different store to get the guppies. But just real quick, I want to talk about this filter for a second because I am super excited to check this thing out. I was honestly kind of stressing about the filter because I knew I didn't want to use a sponge filter because I don't really like those. I knew I wanted to use a hang on the back filter, but I didn't want the baby guppies getting sucked into the intake. So this filter is literally perfect because it has like a built-in sponge that goes around the intake. Then obviously along with that, it has all this other stuff like the biomedia in here. This little tube right here is literally a protein skimmer, which I've never had before. I honestly thought that was only for like saltwater tanks, but this thing is just super nice looking and I cannot wait to hook it up. But the first thing we need to do is wipe down the inside of this tank with a wet paper towel just to get out any dirt or dust that might be in here. And there we go. The next thing I want to do is get some substrate in the tank, so I'm going to take our gravel, give it a good old stab, and get a bunch of it into this bucket. Dang, look at that dust. I feel like I'm gonna catch something if I breathe this in, bro. I'm gonna get COVID-20. I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse the whole bag. Might as well. Dude, this is so dusty. Dang, boy. Jeez, dude, it is dusty in here, bro. I gotta get out of here. Whew. Dang. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is rinse the ever-loving heck out of this gravel, try and get all that dust out, and that's probably going to take a while, so I will see you when I'm done. Alrighty guys, so I just went ahead and rinsed down our gravel, and now that all that dust is off and the gravel's also wet, I really like the color of this stuff. I mean, that is going to look awesome in the tank, so we are going to go ahead and start putting it in there. So now that our substrate is in, before we start scaping this tank, I do want to throw the filter in here just so we can like scape around the filter. We're going to put that right back here. Looks like we're going to have to raise the intake a little bit. Alrighty guys, so now that the filter is in place, ready to go, we can start scaping the tank. And I kind of already know what I'm going for. I think I want this big piece of dragonstone over here on the left side. And then I want to form like a rock wall over here. And then that is also where our piece of driftwood is going to go, right over here on this like higher section of gravel. That honestly looks pretty good right there. Then I'm gonna work in these other pieces of stone around that. I'm gonna add some more gravel back here. Yeah, I think I like that actually. It'll look a lot better when we get some plants in there to kind of blend everything together. But we do need to get a bit more substrate over here on the left side so this piece of dragonstone can stand up. All right. there we go. That actually looks really dang good. I love that substrate, dude. Like the blend of colors in it is just perfect for this setup. Real quick, I just want to turn the light on and see what we're working with. So here we go, and oh my goodness. Dang, dude, that's gonna look so good with some plants in there and some little guppies swimming around and maybe our little crawfish chilling up there under the driftwood. This is gonna look so good when it's done, so we are gonna go right ahead and just start filling it up with water. Alrighty guys, and there we go. Just look at this tank so far. It looks absolutely amazing even without the plants. This tank is probably going to be like the best looking scape I've ever done. Honestly, that's how I'm feeling about it so far. But we do still need to get the plants. We do need to get the fish as well. But just one more thing we need to add to this tank before we go to the store. I'm talking about the beneficial bacteria starter. This is going to help get the cycle started in this tank since it is a brand new tank. There's no beneficial bacteria in here. Actually, there might be on the driftwood because that was in the turtle tank. But this will definitely help give this tank a little boost. And I should mention I did already add in our water conditioner. I did that while I was filling up the tank. And with that, this tank is done. Now we're just going to give it a little bit of time to run, let it get up to room temperature. I do not have a heater in this tank because the common guppies that we're getting actually do not require a heater. But yeah, we are just going to let that tank kind of get itself situated, and then here in about an hour or two, we're going to run over to the pet store and pick up some live plants and also pick up our guppies. So with that being said, the next time I'll see you, we will be at the pet store. Alrighty guys, I just got done inside of the fish store and I did get 25 common guppies right there. That should be a good starting amount. These guys will definitely grow a little bit and take up more space in the tank. Then I also got 3 live plants from this place. They told me the name on all 3 of them, but I did instantly forget all of them. That one right there in the corner, I am super excited about. I've never seen it before. So these should look great in the tank, and if we need to, we might add a few more from what I have in my other tanks. And then as you just saw in one of those clips, they do have a blue crawfish at this fish store. And I literally almost bought it on the spot, but I do want to wait to see like what color you guys want. Like if more of you guys want to see a white crawfish than a blue crawfish, then I'll get a white one, but I don't know, I do want the blue one. So if you want me to get the blue one, be sure to smash that like button and also let me know in the comments you want to see a blue crawfish in the bait tank. But yeah, we are going to head home with all this good stuff we got and put it all in the tank. I'll see you there. Alrighty guys, so we are back from the pet store. We have all of our stuff right here. And before we get the guppies into this tank, we are going to put all these live plants in here. So we will start with this one, and we will put that over here in the back left corner behind this dragon stone. And we've got our next plant right here, and we are going to put that in the back right corner, bury that under the substrate, and there we go. And then this is the third plant we got. I love the look of this one. Just look at that. It's like super thick looking in the water, and I think we'll try and tuck that in like between the driftwood and this back rock over here. And yep, there we go. And now that those plants are in, we are going to put in our guppies to start acclimating. And of course, over time, whenever I like see new plants I like at the store, I'll pick them up, just throw them in this tank, let them grow, and then all the plants in here we can just move wherever we want to if we like want to put them in a separate tank, a bigger tank. But now we are going to give those guppies about 20 minutes to acclimate to the new tank, and then we're just going to throw them on in there. So I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, it has now been 20 minutes, so we are going to get these guppies into their new tank. We're going to dump them all into this net, and now into the new tank they go. Look at that. Look at all of them, dude. That is so cool. This is like a perfect tank for them too. It's a perfect size. They have all these different places to hide if they want to. And also here in a minute, I think I'm gonna throw in some of this hornwort into the bait tank. So whenever these guppies do breed and have babies, that hornwort will be a great hiding spot for the babies, as well as the other plants too. I mean, especially this one up here. Again, I just love the look of that, and I love the look of the entire tank. It definitely does need a bit more green, so I think I'm gonna get some plants out of my other tanks and just kind of load up this tank a little bit. So right here we have what I believe to be some kind of Anubias plant. It's a pretty tiny one, and I want to see if I can get it to like stay in the piece of dragonstone. I'm gonna try putting it in like this hole right here. See if it stays. Oh, wow, it like literally fits perfect in there. And then I also do want to throw in just a little bit of this hornwort. This is a floating plant, so we're just gonna plop it on in there and let it go. And again, the baby guppies will be able to hide in there, and this stuff should grow like crazy in here. It's already grown a lot in my other tank. Wow, dude, look at the colors on some of these guppies. This one right here, that is insane. These are just common guppies, but they can still have such crazy colors. Oh my, I mean, look at this guy. Jeez, dude, these are beautiful. But yeah, that pretty much is all we're gonna do with this tank for now. Again, over time, we're gonna add more plants. Might also also pick up like a few fancy guppies to see if we can get those to breed in here. Then of course the crawfish too. So yeah, now I think I just want to wait a few days and show you guys the tank when it's like completely crystal clear. By then we'll probably also have a few more plants for it. Then also by then all the fish should be like super comfortable in here, eating well. So that'll honestly probably be tomorrow or the next day. And whenever it is, I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, so it is the next day and let's just go right ahead and take a look at the tank. It is looking great. As you can see, all the fish are doing really well. Pretty much all those little air bubbles have cleared off the filter and off the sides of the tank. And yeah, the water's just about crystal clear as well. Oh, and also I was gonna get a background for this tank, but now that it's done, I don't even think we really need a background. Like there's literally not even a black background on the back of the tank, but it does kind of look like there is just because the light is so strong. So I think we are just gonna leave it like this. And yeah, I'm just super happy with how it turned out. I can't wait to start getting some more stuff for it. I just want this thing to be absolutely loaded with live plants. Then of course we will be getting our crawfish as well. So stay tuned for all that. That is pretty much going to wrap up this video, and today's comment of the day goes out too. And if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you got to do is drop a comment down below and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm going to see you in the next video.